The message conveyed in 1 Kings 18-19 to Elijah and to us is unequivocal. Don't quit. Persistence is paramount, even in the face of adversity. Do not abandon your efforts when the challenges are formidable, when you are experiencing setbacks, or when the path ahead appears arduous. Do not give in to the weight of a dark cloud. While rest may be beneficial, it should not be mistaken for abandonment. Elijah, after the significant confrontation with Baal and his prophets, aspired to abandon his mission. In a desperate bid for survival, Elijah fled, only to be pursued by God. Instead of reprimanding him, God provided sustenance and nourishment to restore his strength. Undeterred, Elijah continued his journey southward, eventually reaching the mountain of God. There, he sought refuge in a cave. God implored Elijah to return northward to the desert of Damascus. God's unwavering commitment to Elijah serves as a testament to the divine principle that we should not succumb to the temptation of fleeing from our responsibilities. Elijah's story teaches us that God's presence is omnipresent, and no matter how far we may attempt to evade him, he will ultimately find us. Elijah was overcome with profound despair, convinced that he was the sole prophet remaining. However, God refrained from endorsing such a perspective. He reminded Elijah of the 7,000 followers who had steadfastly refused to bow down to Baal. Elijah was urged not to abandon hope despite the pervasive darkness surrounding him. The darkness was not an end in itself, but a bridge to a better future. God entrusted Elijah with a new mission. He is to anoint Hazael as the ruler of Aram, Jehu as the king of Israel, and Elisha as his successor. By assuming this responsibility, Elijah will leave an indelible mark on the annals of history, ensuring that God's intended legacy endures for future generations. Abandoning this mission at this juncture would be a grave betrayal of the divine plan. While God can choose another person to fulfill this role, God nevertheless has chosen Elijah. Similarly, God has chosen you to fulfill his divine purpose on earth. It is a privilege to be chosen by him. You are precious in his sight, and you play a vital role in fulfilling his purpose. Do not abandon your mission when your time is not yet up. Do not quit. Continue your journey with unwavering determination. Don't raise the white flag prematurely. Do not succumb to the forces of darkness. Do not allow them to revel in your downfall. I am reminded of the following poem. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh, when care is pressing you down a bit, rest, if you must, but don't you quit. Life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns, and many a failure turns about, when he might have won had he stuck it out. Don't give up, though the pace seems slow. You might succeed with another blow. Often the goal is nearer than it seems to a faint and faltering man. Often the struggler has given up when he might have captured the victor's cup. And he learned too late, when the night slipped down, how close he was to the golden crown. Success is failure turned inside out, the silver tint of the clouds of doubt, and you never can tell how close you are. It may be near when it seems afar. So stick to the fight when you're hardest hit. It's when things seem worse that you mustn't quit. The steadfastness of the saints of old serves as an enduring inspiration. Adoniram Judson, 1788 to 1850, a pioneering missionary, embarked on a remarkable journey to Burma, Myanmar, with his first wife. His dedication extended for nearly 4 decades, during which he endured numerous challenges, including imprisonment for 19 months in 2 prisons, the death of his wife and 3 children in Burma. Despite these hardships, Adoniram remained resolute in his mission. He translated the Bible into Burmese, leaving an indelible legacy that continues to benefit the churches in Burma today. His unwavering commitment to his cause serves as a testament to the power of perseverance and the transformative impact of faith. He didn't quit. William Carey's 1761 to 1834 journey to India in 1793 marked the beginning of a remarkable chapter in missionary history. Arriving in colonial Calcutta, now Kolkata, Carey embarked on a path filled with hardship, resilience, and groundbreaking achievements. Despite enduring poverty, personal tragedy, and immense cultural challenges, Carey's unwavering determination fueled his mission to bring education, reform, and Christianity to India. From the moment William Carey set foot in India, life was anything but easy. Living in rural conditions plagued by the threat of roaming tigers, rampant diseases like malaria and dysentery, and severe financial struggles, Carey and his family faced relentless adversity. Tragically, their young son died within a year, a devastating loss that could have broken anyone's spirit. To compound matters, Carey's wife Dorothy suffered a mental breakdown under the extreme pressures, resulting in years of torment for both her and her devoted husband. Dorothy's episodes of madness led her to curse and even physically attack Carey, yet he did not abandon her or his mission. Carey's refusal to quit is one of the most inspiring aspects of his story. Despite the heartache of Dorothy's prolonged insanity and the absence of Indian converts for 7 long years, Carey remained steadfast. He chose to care for Dorothy at home rather than consign her to an asylum where she might be mistreated, even as he worked tirelessly on translating the New Testament into Sanskrit. His work required enormous patience and faith, especially when the weight of loneliness, debt, and discouragement pressed heavily upon him. Carey's perseverance bore extraordinary fruit. Over 4 decades, he translated and printed the scriptures into 40 Indian languages, making the Bible accessible to millions. His role in founding Serampore College opened doors to higher education in India, fostering intellectual and spiritual growth. Carey also championed social reforms, most notably influencing the outlawing of sati, the horrific practice where widows were burned on their husbands' funeral pyres. These accomplishments reflect a legacy far beyond mere missionary work. Carey helped lay the foundation for social progress and cultural exchange during a critical period in India's history. Carey's story is a testament to never giving up, even when faced with overwhelming odds. In remembering William Carey, we celebrate a man who, despite poverty, illness, loss, and despair, remained resolute. He didn't quit. Have you given up? Have you succumbed to the negative voice urging you to quit? Are you perhaps even harboring resentment towards God for presenting you with circumstances that seemed insurmountable? Are you weary of repeatedly rising from the ashes after each failure and setback? The remarkable characteristic of faithful followers of Christ is their unwavering resistance to succumbing to the devil's voice that tempted them to quit. Paul never quit. At the end of his life, he declared, "I have fought the good fight. I have finished the race. I have kept the faith." Do not abandon God's assignment for you. May we continue to serve the Lord and fulfill His purpose in our generation before we depart. Acts 13 verse 36, so that we can proclaim as Jesus did, "It is finished." Press on. Finish well.